All right, party people. This your man Griff. I'm here at the Chick-fil-A grabbing me some fries before I head back. Thanks to everybody who's been signing up for the courses. All the courses except for the California one or the West Coast time one is full. So we're going to be rocking and rolling. So far, everything has been great. Everybody's been enjoying it. Great feedback. The main thing is that the people's confidence level is going up. So I appreciate that. And I hear what y'all are saying. Some people are saying I should be charging more. Some people are looking at it as I've already spent money on course. Why should I pay for another course? All of that kind of stuff. Or another session of anything because I've already spent. Well, again, you're getting taught something that other people aren't teaching you, hands down. I know this. I've looked at this thing for the last 4 months, and nobody's teaching this outside of the NNA. And nobody's going to teach it to you. Even the NNA is not going to be as detailed as I am, because they're not, and it's not a knock on them. They're just not, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I think honestly, if we listen to what the NNA says, you should be able to do everything you need to do. So again, it goes into your comprehension level, you know, and your learning style. So I'm trying to attack this using different teaching methods and understanding the various different learning styles that people have. With that being said, you know, everybody's like, hey, you know, you need to charge more, or you could have charged more. You're selling yourself short. You're undercutting yourself. My question would be this then. If I'm undercutting myself, selling myself short at $35, and y'all feel that what I'm offering is of value and giving you value as a notary who has at least 3 years experience in this and 1,000 closings under their belt, then how do you classify the people who don't even have a year and they're charging people $200? I mean, somebody haven't even been doing this a year, barely 6 months, and they're charging folk $200, up to $500 for stuff, and they don't have the time in it. That's why I don't feel that I could charge a high fee in comparison to other serious seasoned notary trainers out there. How can I just come in here and offer and say, okay, yeah, take this for $200? I don't even have as much time in as them. And there's some things that I don't know that they know and I couldn't teach you on. So I'm teaching you based on my knowledge and my experience and what I clearly see is the area that needs to be worked on. What can a person who's just barely getting into this, just because they've had some success in this short amount of time, what qualifies them to be able to teach anybody? And I know some people think you should know I'm not taking a dig at you. There's certain people out there. But it's just some people are doing this claiming that they want to get paid $200, $150 to try to help somebody, and they need help themselves. You don't go to college and the college professor says, hey, I'm taking a class right along with you. So you don't do that. You have a professor who knows what the heck they're talking about and can educate you and teach you. You're not going to send your kid to a school where the instructors are also learning the material themselves for the first time and like, well, I'm trying to get an A too. You know, your kid got an A and I got a B and I'm the teacher. That kind of stuff shouldn't happen. So it's not that I'm trying to undersell myself, sell myself short. I just know that many of you have spent an exorbitant amount of money and you need to get something that's going to get you going to making money. That's what I'm looking at. It's not about me making money. It's not about me getting $200 a pop. It doesn't do me any good for you to get me to get $200 if you still can't go out here and get signings. And many of you have paid more than that, and you're not able to work. And I mean, to me, it don't make sense for you to have to spend, to have had spent $500, $300, but yet you still got to go get somebody who's barely been in the business as long as you, maybe even less than you, and calling them your mentor? That kind of stuff doesn't make sense to me. I mean, let's think about this logically, people. You done spent $500 on a course, $250 on a course, and all of a sudden you finish that thing, and now you got to go spend more money for somebody to teach you what you needed to know. Then that means they didn't teach you enough, or either you didn't learn it correctly, or something went wrong, and now you got to go to somebody who has less experience than you to get going. Something ain't right with that. So y'all think about this, and this is what I'm thinking. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I appreciate the sentiment, but honestly, I'm not selling myself short, because I need people to get this information and learn it and become good notaries so they can go out there and do the business and make money. That's the important thing. That's the goal. That is the goal. Now, if I was to say I was going to just stop doing notary work and all my other stuff and just do training, then yes, I would be okay, $200, because then that would be my main source of revenue. But this isn't my main source of revenue. This was never a plan to be revenue at all. But sometimes people don't know how to value free, so therefore some things need to be charged, and I think $35 is a fair price to help you learn something very basic and simple that should have been taught in some of these $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,500, $20,000, $80,000, $100,000 courses you done paid for. That's what the goal is. All right? Y'all have a good one. Peace.